Well, all right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm brothers and sisters over at YouTube. Hey, I got something hard to press it for you. Truth in the inward parts, truth that's only going to come through the Straitway Truth Ministry by way of the Holy Scripture. In other words, Yah himself is the one who has the monopoly on truth. I am a mouthpiece, a voice of one crying out here in this wilderness, trying to restore Israel back to the form of glory, the way we should be as a people, and get us ready for the kingdom. All right, so let's go through this here real quick, all right? Men, husbands, men, bend the neck of your daughters. Did you hear what I said? Bend the neck of your daughters and forever keep the fear of the Most High upon them, and especially you yourself. Y'all listen to me. Listen to me real good. It's obvious that we live in a wicked and perverse and a very sexually promiscuous generation. We live in a type of generation that I want y'all men to listen to me, because some of your wives out there are doing this. If you want to know what's really truly going on in this generation, first of all, the fathers and the mothers have failed the children, and not only that, because of environment, because of choices and decisions that you've made. And I'm going to help you out. I'm going to say the things that you don't want to hear, that you need to hear. And it's not going to stop until these changes come. Number one, you need to learn how to live in a one-family household income, the man. Number two, the mother needs to be a chase keeper at home, just like the Bible says. She needs to be there to train up the child in the way that it should go. She needs to be there to be the first line teacher of the child. And mind you, I'm putting emphasis this morning on daughters. Because if that home is not set up in that order, then you're going to have the streets that's going to be the father and the mother to that daughter. You're going to have environment that's going to be the father and mother to that daughter. You're going to have all these so-called education, these sex educational programs that they have out there in schools, which they care not to share the curriculum to your daughters. And because they're being reared and raised and trained the wrong way, too much access to cell phones, too much access to social media. They're learning from the world. They're learning from the streets because they're not learning from you. Now, mind you, I'm talking about those of us who fear the creator of the universe and keep his commandments. Everybody else, this video is not for you. It's not for you. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're going to do it anyway. But for those of us that are walking in the newness of life, this is a sound voice, and you all ever going to hear this. Listen, it's sad that so many women are giving up their flower at a very young age. And it's even, what's even more sad? Rather than the mothers really truly being extremely critical, correcting and rebuking and instructing and constantly in these little young daughters of Zion's face, what they do is they enable them to continue on in promiscuity. They enable them to continue on in being young whores, young slingers out there in this world. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this. I constantly have conversations with people who have come out of the world and now they're in this. And when they tell me how bad it is concerning the school system and how everybody is out there just having sex with everybody and young girls getting pregnant all over the place, bringing a stain and a wound of dishonor upon the house of her father, which she don't give 2 nickels worth of rat's ass if she does it or not, because she is a whore. That's just a fact. It really truly lies because of the neglect of the mother for not teaching that woman and putting the fear of Yah in that young girl from a very young age. And then you're going to turn around there and put this little young girl out here in the world where people who don't rear their children after the laws, statutes, and commandments and the fear of the Most High Yah, you should be homeschooling. You see what I mean? To prepare them for marriage, not prepare them for a career, not prepare them to go out here and do all this other stuff and go to college and then run the carousel over there and run the cock carousel out there in college and devalue herself even more so. See, it's a sick generation. It's sick. So now mothers are undermining their fathers, I just heard a story. Her mothers are undermining their husbands. I just heard a story. So here's the conversation of modern day wife that neglects her motherly duties. This is what she does. Well, I know you got a boyfriend and you're 15 years old. So come on, we're going down here to the clinic. We're going to get you some birth control prescribed to you, and you're going to take these things faithfully, because I am not going to be no grandmother of a 15-year-old girl. Are y'all listening? That's what she calls solution. And we're not going to tell your father nothing about it. Is that not wicked? Is that not to the zenith wickedness? You know, I'm reminded what the book says over the Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42. You know what it says? It says, there is no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman. Basically, it says this. You know that the little bit of wickedness that a man do, a woman's wickedness does not even compare. Hey, you got your apocrypha over there?
Yes, sir.
You got this? You heard what I just called, right?
Yes.
Do you have it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read that. Read that, please.
It says, better is the wickedness of a man.
Hold on. Better is the wickedness of a man. That's Sirach chapter 42. What verse?
14.
14. Listen what it says. Better is the wickedness of a man. Now hold on for a second. Better is the wickedness. Listen what it says. Better is the wickedness of a man. I want to stop right here just for a second. This is the Most High talk. You see, most of you people out there are offended with his program. You're offended with his word, his laws, and his ways, because, see, I am the only preacher that y'all ever heard of in the whole of the internet that made these statements right here. I cannot find one place in the whole of the entire Bible where it warns a woman about a man. Go check me out. I dare you to find it. Find it somewhere. But every single time I turn around, I don't care where I go, be the law, be the prophets, be the apocrypha, be accounts all over the place. I don't care if it's in Jubilees. I don't care if it's in Judges. I don't care if it's in Sirach. I don't care where it is, the Psalms or the Proverbs. It is always going into great detail, telling us about the wickedness of the woman. And when a woman hears that, especially a proud, arrogant, anti-Messiah, anti-Christ woman hears that, she gets offended. She gets mad as hell. There's a spirit in there. There's a devil in there. There is a devil in there that will sit up there and get mad at a man for repeating the word of Yah, because you think you got an unfair deal and an unfair shake. Hey, evil came into this world because of Eve. But anyway, let's get back here. It says, better is the wickedness of a man. That is a statement just within itself. You mean to tell me that whatever wickedness a man does, better is the wickedness of a man than what?
Than a woman who does good.
Now, hold on. See, that is diametrically opposed to our thoughts today. I mean, people can't even rationalize that in their mind. How do you square that in today's society and mind? Now, mind you, there's nothing new under the sun. Jesus Christ the same yesterday, today, and forever. I am Yahweh your Elohim. I change not, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. I will not alter or change anything that is gone out of my lips. Think about that for a second. Better is the wickedness of a man than what again?
Than a woman who does good.
Than a woman that does good. You know what they're saying? That is actually saying all the good that a woman does, a man's wickedness is better than her good. And you know the reason why? I don't know, babe. Can you tell me the reason why? Tell us the reason why.
I think because even the good that we women do is laced with trying to gain something for our own good, for our selfish selves.
And that reminded me, because yesterday I was at Kentucky Kingdom, right? And there's this little cart thing that some people have. It's an expensive cart, right? That you cart around some. And my Ishaya was actually talking to this worldly wife out there. And this worldly wife says, "Oh, it took me a lot of convincing. It took me, man, I had to do a lot of sucking up. I had to do a lot of stuff in order just to convince him to get me this cart right here. And of course, my child said, I got mine for free. But think about this. In other words, she by her chase conversation coupled with fear. She, by her chase conversation coupled with fear. She, by her lifestyle. She, by her meekness and humility, if there was anything there, she could not get that from her husband, but she had to use manipulative tactics. She had to use cunning devices and different ways, not of a sincere heart. She had to manipulate and coerce and deceive, because it really truly didn't come from the sincerity of her heart. It came because of what she wanted. But her heart is so damn wicked, it ain't no good, that she had to resort to other means, nefarious means, in order to manipulate her husband, her man, to get what she wants. What said you?
That's exactly it. That is exactly what happened.
I mean, because, I'm a man saying this, because, a woman, she's going to get peed off when a man is saying, no matter how truthful it is, not knowing she's not getting peed off and or PO'd at me, she's getting peed off at the Most High Yah. So from a woman's perspective, what is that?
It's like it says here. It says that it is women who bring shame and disgrace. And a woman, if she's not going to get her way, she's not going to be a good wife. She's going to cut a plumb fool. She's going to dishonor him. But as soon as she can finagle, manipulate her way around what she wants to do, or how she wants to have that man react to what she wants, then she'll be, loving and kind. It's all it's all a farce, isn't it? Yes, it's all in that vein of selfishness. It goes back to her just wanting what she wants, period.
That is wicked. See, that's what the book is talking about. Now, let's go back over that again. We got to reiterate this, because, see, I'm going to give you an opportunity to curse the Most High Yah in your heart. I'm going to give you that opportunity. I hope you don't take it. I hope you take the heart of repentance and really, truly let the light of the word shine upon you, and you do some due diligence and some self-introspection about how wicked you really, truly are. You think about this for a second. I mean, the book is, because it's patriarchal. Today in this world society, we got so many women out here, talk shows. We got so many women out here on the internet telling the whole world how wicked men are, but the Bible never talks like that. Never does. The Bible never warns a woman about a man. It always warns a man about a woman. Always. 100%, period, point blank. Always does. And what is it that is going on down in the wickedness of our heart? Women that you can't acknowledge it. Are you that mad and that offended at the Most High Yah? Or is it that the evil and the wickedness and the manipulation and the deception and the coercion and the vanity of it all, is it so deep rooted down in them that the sickness can't even be pried out with truth? All the wickedness of a man. Read that again.
Sirach 42, verse 14. Better is the wickedness of a man.
Better is the wickedness of a man. This is profound right here. Then what?
Than a woman who does good. It is a woman who brings shame and disgrace.
Now, wait a minute. But women will be out here and point fingers and say, it's because of him. It's because of him. It's because of him. But that ain't what the book says. Tell the women what the book says. As far as their shame and disgrace go.
It is women who bring shame and disgrace.
How is that? How do they bring shame and disgrace?
By dishonoring,
the man, right?
Not being submissive, not being obedient unto their head.
Well,
what if, order.
Well, what if they say that? Well, you're right about that, a pecking order. What if they say, well, him, and keep pointing the finger at him and him? What do you say, Mama?
The Bible still states we need to stay in our place, be submissive, be obedient, because the head of the man is Messiah. So as we submit unto our man, whether he's right or wrong in our mind of how he's dealing with us, Messiah will deal with the man. We must maintain our place in our marriage by submitting unto that man, regardless
of what you think he is,
of what we might perceive him doing or not doing, according to our mind. Because most of the time, we're just being wicked, even in our right mind. Even when we think we're right, we're wrong, because we're emotional and very
delusional.
Yes, we are delusional, but we're all about our emotions and our feelings. So when we judge anything, it's based on feelings and emotions. It's not based on the word of Yah. It's based on how we feel and how we perceive and how I think things should be, because this doesn't make sense to me, and I don't think why. I don't think, and I don't know, and maybe, and everything is based on feelings and emotions and on our own perspective. It has nothing to do with what Yah has already established, or how the law says that we should be, or how we should act.
See, in other words, a righteous woman, you're not justified. You're not justified, righteous woman. The book tells you the type of woman that the Most High Yah is pleased with, a woman of a meek and quiet. Look at his spirit. See, most of you know how to be quiet on the outside, but you don't know how to have a quiet spirit that is settled and trusting in the Most High Yah. And that's the issue and trouble right there. All this finger pointing at the woman. Hey, I'm telling you, it's going to be ugly on the day of judgment. It's going to be. Can you imagine that you are living right now, sitting in the seat of judgment against the Most High Yah, because you're too busy trying to find fault with this man? I'll go back and get it again. Sirach 42, pick it up again. Better is the wickedness of a man. That still just stifles me. And you think about this. This woman thinks she's doing some good. I'm going back to the woman who secretly went and got this man's daughter birth control pills, all because she don't want no grandbabies, when she should, instead of getting her birth control pills, she should be putting that rod to that ass. She should be bowing that neck down. Should keep her as a chase, keep her at home. That's what she should do. She should be training her up in the way that she should go. She should have the commandments of the Most High Yah, teaching her how to bake a biscuit and cook some food and make dinner, and how to clean, and how to be a wife unto a husband. I know them are cuss words to this wicked, sick generation. That's why I don't care nothing about these worldly women out here. They don't give a damn about Yah, and I sure as hell don't give a damn about them. Anybody understand my perspective? Anybody get it? And you think about how wicked it is of that so-called wife who's supposed to be submissive to her husband, that she goes behind his back and puts his daughter on birth control pills and let her go out there slinging snatch all over the place, because that's her remedy and solution, rather than doing it the Bible way. If I was that man, if I found out anything about that, she'd be put away. That wicked woman would be put away in a heartbeat. See what I mean? I don't care how y'all try to rationalize and justify stuff. You can point your fingers at that man all day long, but you better be careful. You better be starting listening to what the Most High Yah said to Moses. Like he said to Miriam and Aaron. You mean tell me y'all wasn't afraid to speak about my man? I'm the one that set him up. I'm the one that anointed him. And if there be a prophet among you, I am going to be the one that revealed myself unto him in a vision or a dream. But Moses, he's going to behold a similitude of Yah. And you wasn't afraid? I gave him that audience with me. I made him the head. I made him the patriarch. By divine fiat, the man is the patriarch of his house. And you mean to tell me you're not going to respect my order? That's what you're going to do? You're going to continue to keep on repeating the sins of Eve? You're not going to be a woman of a meek and quiet spirit, which in the sight of Yah is of great price? You're not going to be the kind of woman where the heart of her husband can safely trust in her? You're not going to be a good guide into the younger generation of women and stuff, instead of catering to their sins and their willfulness to set up there and continually to keep dishonoring and disrespecting authority? You're not going to sit there and side with your husband and set the record straight and set it right? And if you can't get her ass right, get her out. Again, better is the wickedness of a man than a what again? It's just so good.
Than a woman who does good.
That means there's not a woman on this earth, not one, that your goodness can ever be better than the wickedness of a man. What you say?
That is the truth. That is the truth. I really do believe it, because I think a lot of women, including myself. I mean, I'm a woman. I'm not going to deny it. We do things calculated. If we're doing good, it's being calculated. A woman will say, oh my gosh, I'm going to clean the house today and I'm going to cook a good meal because I really want him to take me to the movies tonight.
Oh, and he shall corrupt many by flatteries. Go ahead.
I am going to make sure that I do everything he told me to do, pay all the bills, do everything because I really want him to let me go out tonight with the girlfriends.
Always an ulterior motive.
I am going to make sure that dinner is ready because hopefully he'll take me out to dinner the next time I ask. I mean, everything is, you're driven by what you want. Everything, I don't care what it is. There is an undermining motive to manipulate that man into doing eventually what you want because of your good behavior.
You know, the prophet, over in the prophet Isaiah, it says, you know, I looked out and I saw among 1,000, I was looking for one righteous woman. Couldn't find one. But out of 1,000, I found one righteous man. Out of 1,000, one righteous man. But out of 1,000, couldn't find zero righteous women. See, again, I told you, I'm going to give y'all a chance and opportunity because, listen, most of y'all got this damn attitude out there because of bad teaching and bad rearing and bad raising and bad environment and bad home and dysfunctional homes. Dysfunctional lives, offended, depressed, chaotic, chaos, insane, insanity, schizophrenia, mad at the world, mad at y'all, mad at every damn thing. It's just so sad that you can't, see, you'll never get deliverance and you'll never get free until you accept what the Bible says and believe it. Believe what y'all says. Just believe what y'all says. And then you can be the wonderful apple of his eye. Just believe what y'all says. Well, I Pastor Dowell, all thing he ever do is just bash women and talk about women. I tell you what, I learned it from y'all. If I do, I learned it from y'all. If I learned that correction, that instruction, that rebuke, I learned it from y'all. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of the man. But even at that, you're not justified. Because the book says a man's wickedness is better than all the good that a woman can do when you get finished with it at the end of the day. Woo! Can anybody hear me? Let the church say amen. Man, see, yeah, you damn skippy, I'm gonna be up there. Yeah, I am the salt of this earth. I am not lost no flavor at all. Some of you Jezebels out there and you contrary spirited women, look what's happening to you. Look how your face is contorting and stuff. Anybody ever take some salt and put it in your hand and then shake it 3 or 4 times in your hand and put it in your mouth? That's how you looking at me. That's how you are responding to me right now. I am the salt of this earth and I add flavor. Now you got that right. That's why your face is all contorted right now. Instead of repenting, acknowledging the truth and turning from your wicked ways, you'd rather be bitter. You better be full of resentment. You rather sit up and argue and fight with me with words, nefarious words. You'd rather sit there and still disagree and be pursed up on your Jezebel wicked hill and mountain. And you're rather for even the Most High Yah who wrote this in his word to be wrong so you can be right. Ooh, wait. Boy, I see the reason why hell hadn't enlarged in itself. I see the reason why. I'm still on this dang wife right here who went behind his man back and would never tell him what she did with his daughter. What do you think about that?
That is a sad reality.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do she really love that man?
No. The thing is that with this account, she did not care about the man because she became a young mom and she had to struggle raising her children. So she did not want to experience the same thing with her daughter being pregnant. And she could not be a stay-home mom because she wanted to work and earn her own money because she had a career that she wanted to upkeep. And she rather sacrificed her daughter to being, like you said earlier, a whore.
She's for the streets.
Yes, and instead of being a mom that would say, daughter, that is not good. You should not open your legs and be with a man until the day you marry this man. She rather keep her daughter happy as a friend unto her and convince her that the birth control pill was the solution. But she never married that young man. She ended up breaking up with him. And of course, with that comes more boyfriends. Like you said earlier, they're promiscuous.
More fragmentation of the soul.
Yes, and more a broken soul out there now. It's a sad reality, but that's just one account that I experienced out of the many that I knew about that really impacted me as a young mom. And I just couldn't see how moms did not want to love their daughters enough to want to protect them, protect their bodies and their minds.
They couldn't love their daughters because nobody loved them enough to protect them and stuff. So their form of protection is go out here and get conventional medicine while she's still sinning. Boy.
And then you have the ones that couldn't catch them early enough to give the birth control and then take them to the clinics to get the abortions. Either way, these women are not being good moms. They are just, like Pastor said, they're monstrous women. They are selfish. They are all about themselves, and it's just sad. It really literally breaks my heart. It brings tears to my eyes to see the decay on women. They do not care about their daughters. They don't care about teaching them how to be clean, how to be careful with how they speak, behave, act, how they dress, how they conduct themselves, what they put in their bodies. I mean, some of these daughters are just malnutritioned because they eat so much junk. Others are overweight, like obese. And at that, the moms are just existing and not really guiding these daughters to
because sometimes these mothers are in competition with their own daughters, believe it or not.
That is the truth. It is really sad. It is really sad what I have seen out there. When I was a Christian woman out there, I just see a lot of neglect. And I thank the Father for Israel, because we here really do strive to teach women how to be good moms, good wives, chase keepers at home.
Oh, but babe, Pastor Dowell, man, that male chauvinist pig, man, that guy, man, he don't love no woman. What say you?
Contrary to that, if anybody loves women, it's Pastor. He always says that I'm gonna love you more than you hate yourself, by telling you the truth of how free you can be once you are in your role, submitting yourself unto your husband, who is trying to guide you to Messiah. But like I said earlier, we women are too selfish. We want everything now, or pleasure or happiness, and it's all constituted on our selfish mind and our feelings, our emotions. But if we were to submit to that man who is submitting unto Messiah, I promise you that your household will be in order, and you will be the happiest you'll ever be. It's when you are in your role.
Let me tell you something, man. I get accused. That's why you see all these mistress mouth monsters, Jezebels on this internet, especially on YouTube, if you ever see a video of a woman trying to speak and even mention my name in her mouth, she's already wicked. She's one of the wickedest women that has ever existed. Let me tell you something, man. Don't you ever let no wife ever control you or manipulate you or rule over you or dominate you in any way, shape, fashion, or form. Because if you do, Satan is the head of your home. Flat out he is the head of your home. And just like Eve got Adam kicked out of the garden, she's going to get you kicked out of the kingdom. If you don't put your damn foot down, if you don't have the balls and the chutzpah to put your foot down, you're going to go the same way of destruction and get ostracized and get exiled from the promised land yourself. See, this is serious business. This is serious stuff, because I love you enough to tell you the truth. Don't give me that nonsense because you don't like what you hearing. I don't like how you hear. You see, it's the book. And that's what people, they get mad at my tone. To hell with the truth. They get mad at the way I say it. To hell with the truth. The bottom line, I'm telling you, it ain't me. That's what the Messiah keep trying to tell y'all. Listen, it ain't you that they hate. It's me. They hated me well before they hated you. You are representing my word. You're telling these people my word. You're an ambassador to the kingdom. You're being an example of my word. So if you get these little daughters of Zion, they got these little harsh, contrary spirits. Man, every time I turn around, it seems like it's always woman, you wicked. even if you do good, your good ain't better than the wickedness of a man. How about that? Huh? I don't like it. Well, take your ass to hell then, because that's that's the only alternative you got. Enjoy the rest of your life, independent of the Most High Yah and the Messiah, Yahshua, Jesus the Christ. But know this, after the breath go out of your body, for your obstinate and vindictive, opinionated, domineering, masculine attitude, guess what you're going to do? You're going to have hell to pay for all of eternity for that wickedness. See, I'm just trying to help save souls alive. That's all there is to it. As a man of Yah, I fear Yah. I'm going to do that which is right. In the way of the commandments. I'm going to stay within the parameters of that book. And I'm going to do what I want, because I'm the patriarch. I'm the head of this household. I'm the head of my family. I'm created in the image of Yah. I am the one that fear the Most High Yah, and I've taught countless of thousands of peoples how to fear the Most High Yah and to walk in His order and His statutes and ways. And you better believe the Most High Yah is well pleased with me. Hey, to be a friend with this world is to be an enemy with Yah. No wonder I ain't no friend of this world, because this world hate me. But guess what? I'm a friend of Yah, though. Which one matters? Which one matters? Y'all better go back and listen to this video again, because I'm telling you, I, as a righteous preacher in this generation, I'm a dying breed in this generation. You ain't gonna hear nobody talk to you and love you the way that I do. It just ain't happening. Babe, do you think that there's men in the generation and stuff that you can tell that they have a fear of the emotions and feelings and the thoughts of their wife? Men do.
In Israel or
in general?
Oh yes, men are so concerned of women's emotions and feelings. They try to cater to a woman and to keep them happy.
She gonna make me happy.
It's all about, coming home and making sure that you did what you had to do to please that woman. Because if she's looking downcast or she's not happy because of how things are,
she better be happy, because if I ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. That's the way this home works. Is that right?
That's the way this home works. But out there in this world, it's all about the woman being happy. I remember this. There was this man in the family that I knew, and his wife was just lazy, dirty. It was all about her and her career, and she stank. She would be cutting a plum full, and he would be like, "Oh, honey, she's like, "You don't do anything for me. You don't take me anywhere. You don't." He would prepare everything in the home, clean the house, make sure everything was beautiful.
I'll take you somewhere. Take your ass in that bathroom and clean it.
He would get a massage table and make it all beautiful in the home, cook a meal for her. She would come home. He would massage her.
A man cooking a meal for his wife?
Massage her, dine her, wine
I'm the one that need a massaging.
And he would do this for her. And this woman, at the end of it all, was not pleased after years of him kissing up to her.
I bet she left him.
She did. She found herself another man.
Another simp.
And left her first husband because he was still not good enough for her.
See, this sickness, it's got to stop. It is only going to stop when men put their foot down, become the patriarchs, and then divorce and separate yourself from this society too. By making their contracts and their agreements and stuff. Get that mess, stop that mess in order to insulate and protect yourself. Because these women that are controlled by the devil, they don't give a damn if you are 7 feet in the grave, as long as they win. That's what it's all about. As long as they can keep their pride and their wicked dignity. That's all they care about. Well, anyway, boy, I didn't think I was going to be making a video this long and getting fired up this long, but I know one thing, it's the truth. Women, sisters, mothers, especially mothers, you refer these young daughters assigned to this video. Huh? And you daughters who your fathers ain't shit, you refer yourself to this video. Keep coming back to this video so that you will really truly know what real love is. I have loved you enough to tell you the truth. And Galatians 4:16 says, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? If truth makes me your enemy, then I need to be the best enemy I can. I need to make sure I'm the best enemy, the best that you have ever heard. Again, if you ever see these wicked, mystery mouth, Jezebel, bald-headed, uncovered women out here, that they're out here trying to make prophecies and judging Pastor Dowell, you know they're out of order. You know Satan sent them. You know it. And remember this, woman, your wickedness is not even better. Your goodness, is not better than the wickedness of a man. That is a mouthful. Y'all just heard the truth, and the truth straightway. Shalom, shalom, the king is coming.